Hello and welcome to this episode of Talking Trim. I'm Jonathon Skinner and today we're looking at the cockpit carpet kit for the Jaguar XJ two-door coupe. So like I said, this is the XJ6, XJ12, but the two-door version only. The four-door kit is quite different, so just bear that in mind. Material-wise, we are talking deluxe wool, so it's the premium carpets that we offer for the Jaguar. We don't really offer any cheaper carpets for Jaguars, just bear that in mind. And this has been done in new tan, which is a sort of light brown colour that was original for the Jaguar range. We've edged it in matching new tan leather cloth, being the applicable and important word. We do not use vinyl for our edging of carpets, unlike a lot of other people out there. See our blog posting on why leather cloth is not only original but also much better and more suited to carpet edging. Yeah, let's dive on in. So obviously start at the front of the car. You've got a pair of front floors, left and right. This is obviously for a left-hand drive car, as it's got the cutaway here in the heel pad, but also there to allow the throttle pedal mounting to slot through. We deliberately just do a little slit there because you can get a really neat finish if you just get the throttle pedal mounting through there and then place that back down. You can barely see any cutaway there. Obviously also has the cutaways at the top there for various elements of the left-hand drive spec car. On the backs it has the Velcro attached in a couple of places. That's original spec. I'll just reference that in the book. So you got this Velcro on the back here. Obviously they still used fixings as well, but Velcro was introduced on the XJ range for the Jags. Then you had the gearbox side, so obviously on the vertical there, so this is the sort of console gearbox sides. They're these bits here that loop around, a pair of those. They're unedged. Again, worth seeing our guide on our handbook blog area of our website about edged carpets versus unedged, but the concept being that when everything's said and done in the car, no raw unedged pieces will be on show because they are covered by the adjacent edging on either, say, the front floors or the trimming of the center console on those particular pieces. So just bear that in mind, as that's a useful piece of information. Moving further back, we have obviously the sills, which don't have any edging on them as well, because again, they are covered by the front floor edging, rear floor edging, and then the elements of the actual panels on the outside of the car. And then you have the cross members pieces as well. Now, with regard to the sills, you obviously see the cutaway there, which is for the A-post footwells. You also then have the main square cutaway there for the cross member. Now, we do not do any cutaways for the sort of seat brackets that protrudes at the back. That's by design. We do that intentionally. It's best to match up those two major bits there and then just do a little cut where you need for that mounting. So we do that intentionally. We don't just miss it out for the sake of it. So all of this is done by design through years of experience. Speaking of these cross member pieces as well, very easy to see the slits on the back. We do a pilot slit, as you can see there, which is again to allow you to get the best fit for your specific individual car, because the pilot slit allows you to move it in all the different directions without compromising. So that's been positioned carefully by design with that element of piece there. You then get the rear floors, pair of, they're bound all the way around. They are slightly handed. You can see the curve there, which is obviously following the shape of the gearbox tunnel. And then you have the sort of rear prop shaft piece, which sort of curves and bends around the back there. Let's just see, I think we've got an image here. There we go, perfect. So we're talking about this area here. Basically it bends around and goes around the step, etc. So that's that piece there. And then finally you have these pieces here which effectively create the lower bulkhead surrounds. It's this piece below the rear seat. Sorry, try and get rid of the glare on the photo. Yeah, so it's that piece there, which I think you can see. Yeah, you can see the turnaround just there below the rear seat. Sorry, they don't detail these things very well in these books, but yeah, doing our best. So yeah, that's the kit there. I think I've covered most of our bases. Obviously, as mentioned in various points in the video, it's always best to look at our blog handbook for further details on edging of materials, i.e. the materials that we use to do it, but also why we edge certain pieces versus not other pieces. It's all done by design with these bits and bobs to make sure that you get the best kits to fit your car, basically, and give you the best flexibility. So we not only have some of the best patterns in the industry, but we've also taken a lot of care and precision in making sure that we supply a kit that is flexible to these fairly inconsistent manufactured range cars. And proofs in the pudding. Just check our website in the customer photo area galleries for these specific parts fitted into our customers' cars. You can just see how well our carpets fit, and as well as all of our other parts. Yeah, I think that covers it. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like, subscribe and share with other classic car enthusiasts, and I'll see you next time.